Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to continue chapter sound. In the previous class, we had studied that sound propagates through material medium. Sound cannot propagate through vacuum. One activity I had also discussed regarding this. Today you are going to study about the propagation of sound in solid. You have read the activity for propagation of sound in liquid. Today you will see how sound propagates through solid. For this activity is given, you require one 2-meter long aluminium rod. This rod should be solid and the end of the rod should be smooth and round. Take 2-meter long aluminium rod. This rod should be solid and well round off and smooth at the two ends. Now you tell your friend to stand at one end and you put your ears on the rod at the other end and tell your one more friend to stand near you. Now when the friend at the other end will strike the aluminium rod with a metal object, then you will hear the sound of that metal object. Okay, because this sound is propagating through aluminium rod, which is a solid. But the friend who is standing near you will not listen this sound, because this sound is not propagating through air, it is propagating through the aluminium rod, which is a solid. So you have studied, children, that sound may propagate through air, through water and through solid, and the speed of sound is least in air and the speed of sound is maximum in solid and less than solid in liquid. In the liquid, the speed of sound is less than solid, and in the gas, the speed of sound is least. Okay, children? So the people residing near the railway tracks, they can come to know that the train is coming, because the sound is passing through the solid track. Now the next topic is light propagates faster than sound. Children, I have told you that the speed of light in air is 3 lakh kilometer per second, whereas the speed of sound in air is 330 meter per second. Now the topic is light propagates faster than sound. All of you have got a chance to be frightened by the louder sound of the thunder. When rainfall takes place, firstly you see the lightning and then you hear the sound of the thunder. Flash of lightning you see firstly, and then you hear the sound of the thunder. So in the early time, people used to think that lightning takes place firstly and then thundering takes place. So firstly we see the flash of lightning and then we hear the sound of the thunder. But now we know that the speed of light is 3 lakh kilometer per second, whereas the speed of sound is only 0.33 kilometer per second. So lightning and thunder, they occur simultaneously. Simultaneously means they occur at the same time. But firstly we see the flash of lightning, then we hear the sound of the thunder due to difference in their speed. The speed of light is million times more than the speed of sound. So firstly we see the flash of lightning, then we hear the sound of the thunder. Now children, you should know that in our ears there is a property, that is persistence of hearing. As you have read persistence of vision, in the similar way there is persistence of hearing. You know our ears has three parts: outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. Inside ear there is eardrum. The sound stays there for 1/10th of a second. That is called persistence of hearing, due to which it helps us to get a feeling of continuity while hearing one sound after another. Okay, so we hear the sound in continuity one after another due to property of persistence of hearing. Now you will read what is amplitude, frequency and time period of a vibration. Okay children, all of you must have seen pendulum. You have seen many vibrating body. Suppose if it is a pendulum, then this is the bob of the pendulum. When you will strike it, it will be displaced and it will cover some distance on either side from its mean position. When you give a gentle push, you see it is displaced. It is covering some distance. So maximum displacement of this vibrating body from its mean position on either side, that is called amplitude. You can define the maximum displacement of a vibrating body on either side from its mean position is called amplitude, and the unit of amplitude is meter. Okay, now what is time period? Now you know children, time taken by the pendulum, this is pendulum, it will take some time to complete one cycle. Time taken by the pendulum to complete one cycle is called time period and its unit is second. Now frequency, number of vibration in 1 second. This vibrating body will complete how many numbers of vibration in 1 second? That is called frequency, and the unit of frequency is hertz. So frequency is equal to number of vibration completed divided by time taken, that is hertz is equal to 1/second. Okay, now you should know about the loudness and pitch of a sound. Children, loudness depends upon amplitude. If the amplitude is more, then louder sound is produced. If the amplitude is less, then faint sound is produced. Suppose if you strike a drum with a stick, if you strike the drum with very less force, okay, then the louder sound is not produced. But if you strike the drum very forcefully, means you are increasing the amplitude, then louder sound will be produced. So this loudness of the sound depends upon amplitude. By increasing the amplitude, loudness of sound is increased. The unit of loudness is bell or decibel. Now you should know what is pitch. Pitch of a sound means whether the sound is shrilled or flatter. The shrillness or flatness of the sound is called pitch, and this pitch depends upon the frequency of the sound. If the frequency of sound is more, then the sound is shrilled sound, and if the frequency of sound is less, then the sound is flatter sound. So this Pitch means shrillness or flatness of the sound, and the pitch depends upon the frequency. You must have seen, children, that the sound of a girl, woman or children are shrilled, whereas the sound of a male is flatter. Why? Because the pitch of the sound of girl or children is more, their frequency is more, and the frequency of the sound of a male is less. So flatter sound is produced by male, and the sound of the girls or the children are shrilled sound. Okay, children. Now one activity is given in which you will see that by increasing the frequency, the pitch of the sound is increased. For that you require one bicycle, and you put the bicycle with the help of stand. Now rotate the back wheel of the bicycle gently. Okay, children. Now you touch the spoke of the wheel with a knitting needle. You will listen the sound that is having less frequency. So this sound will be not shrill sound. Now you rotate the wheel fast. Now touch the spoke of the bicycle's wheel with the help of knitting needle. This time you will listen shrill sound because the frequency of the sound is increased. So you have seen that the pitch of the sound is depending on the frequency of the sound. Now the next topic is audible and inaudible sound. Children, when you see the pendulum, you can see the vibrating body. The body is vibrating, but you do not listen the sound because its frequency is less than 20 Hz. Similarly, when you strike a drum gently, you do not listen the sound. When you strike this gently, you are not able to listen the sound. But when you strike it, it means you are increasing the amplitude and you are striking it. Now you can listen the sound because you have increased the frequency of the sound and you have increased the amplitude of the sound, so you can hear it. If the frequency of sound is less than 20 Hz, you cannot hear such sound. Such sound is called inaudible sound. And if the frequency of sound is less than 20 Hz, it is called infrasonics. Whale and elephants produce infrasonics. Okay, children? Sound that we cannot hear. Why we cannot hear? Because its frequency is less than 20 Hz. Such sound is called inaudible sound. And if the frequency of sound is more than 20 kilohertz or 20,000 Hz, that sound also we cannot hear. That is also inaudible sound, and that is ultrasonics. Dogs can hear the ultrasonics, bats can hear the ultrasonics, but we cannot hear because our audible range is from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. If we can hear the sound, if the frequency of the sound is from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. If the frequency of sound is less than 20 Hz or if the frequency of sound is more than 20,000 Hz, we cannot hear. Such sound is called inaudible sound, and infrasonics and ultrasonics both are inaudible sound. Okay, and audible sound, if the frequency of sound is from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz, that sound can be heard by us and that is called audible sound. Okay, children? So you have read activity is also there. If you see the pendulum, you give the bob a gentle push, you cannot hear the sound. It is showing that the frequency is less than 20 Hz, so we are not hearing. This activity also you will write. And if you this activity 10 is also given, you take a drum and strike it gently, you do not hear the sound. But if you strike it forcefully, then you can hear the sound. So if when you do not hear the sound, when you strike the drum gently, that is inaudible sound because frequency is less than 20 Hz. Okay children, so you will write all activity in the notebook, and you will revise all the topics. Thank you children.